Seasoned with Love is the movie I'm reviewing today, and this movie is executive produced by Omoni Oboli. Executive producer of this movie are Omoni Oboli and Tomi Adeoye. Producer of this movie is Susan Oguntuga, and the writer of this movie is Kemi 9 Days. Now, a quick recap of this movie is a young lady. She's not a professional chef, but she disguised herself as a professional chef to work for one of the millionaires businessman in town. Now she fell in love with this man. The man also fell in love with her. They discovered that she was lying about her identity. And what happened next is what this movie is about. Guys, this is how best I can describe this movie for you. So what I love about this movie is that, we've seen this storyline before. Typical, this guy saying who you are not and falling in love with your employee. Talk about characters, let's talk about Bambam. Yeah, in this movie, the blend of pidgin and the correct English was a marvelous way to look at it, because it's the first time actually I'm seeing Bambam speak pidgin. And the way she spoke the pidgin is not like the ruggedy pidgin kind of thing, like the smooth, like the educated person who is speaking pidgin, really smooth way of speaking pidgin, which was really nice considering how the storyline is being put together. And also as a chef, she really did do some cooking. We saw her putting food items all together. She was actually cooking. Another thing I love about this movie is the fair lady. I don't really know her name. I really love her character so much. She was really rude, condescending, and also smooth with the English. I just love the way almost all the characters in this movie, they were speaking correct English. They were not missing up their lines, which was really good. So in general, most of their lines delivery was perfect for me. I love the way they were delivering their lines, so that was really cool. We talk about Dike. Dike was also really entertaining. I love the way he was in character, bossy. When it comes to the love part of him in this movie, or in the role he was playing, he was smooth at the same time, very loud and very bossy at the same time. Was able to manage that character all together. So Dike, I love his character in this movie. Another thing I love about this movie is the size. They used the right 9.16. The right size of this movie was really cool. I love that. The length, well, 2 hours exactly. I can't complain. That was really cool as well. It wasn't too much. I think the length and the size of this movie, I really love that as well. Another thing I love about this movie is the locations, guys. Omoni Oboli is always precise when it comes to locations. She doesn't play. Like, she makes sure that she always include little details. I mean, she doesn't do much, but at least she doesn't leave rooms for imagination. So there was Booker joint, and there were a lot of cast, like there were a lot of people involved in this movie, even though the concentration was on few people. But look, there were a lot of people in this movie. Booker joint, outside shots, that was a lot of work put into consideration. So that was really nice. Omoni Oboli really love outsourcing, especially when it comes to location. So for her, I give it up to her. So location wise, I really love that a lot in this movie. Then what I don't like about this movie, I'll start with cinematography. Guys, I don't like cinematography of this movie at all. It was too dark. This movie, we are talking about colors, we are talking about brightness. It is Christmas season. We are not dealing with dark colors here. I really was not a fan of the cinematography of this movie. I was expecting bright color, like everything should pop, clear color, broad daylight. I needed bright colors. I needed clear picture of this movie. I didn't get that. So for the cinematography, I was not a fan of it at all. Another thing I didn't like about this movie is the thumbnail of this movie. Guys, this movie, the storyline is really interesting for Omoni Oboli to have this. It looks so Photoshop, so Photoshop. Like Esodike looks so fake. Even Bambam looks so fake, and I'm like, guys, all you needed to do is for them to be in their uniform and take cute pictures of them and use it as your thumbnail. I wasn't a fan of the thumbnail at all. Like when you look at it deeply, it doesn't look appealing. Practically, that's what I'm trying to say. But I mean, the storyline is interesting, but I wasn't a fan of the the thumbnail that Omoni Oboli used for this movie. Another thing I didn't like about this movie has to do with their costume. They projected Esodike as a very rich, wealthy man, and his costume were not speaking like a wealthy person. I was disappointed in the costume wise. I wasn't a fan of it at all. Even the ladies, the Esodike sisters, I'm like, nah, that was not cool. And another thing I didn't like about this movie was the scene where they were going to meet Bambam at the Buka joint. That's like the last scene practically. One of the sister, the driver, was sweating, and she was cleaning it and delivering her lines at the same time. That was really bad. I was so disappointed in that scene. I was like, Omoni Oboli, what happened? Now they were in the car. My question was the engine not on? Was the air conditioner of the car not working? Why was this lady sweating that bad? It was like the sweat was dropping off her body. She was using her hand to clean it. No. Everything was almost perfect for this movie. For them to have such a bad scene. I mean, this is a car. This is not even like the house where I would say, okay, they did not on the aircon because someone petrol is expensive or something. No, this was in the car. I mean, yeah, petrol is expensive, yeah, but like they are in the car. The aircon is not going to be open to the whole house or something. This is just the car. So I was expecting that, with smooth makeup, smooth outfit and whatnot, that sweat was just distracting what she was telling Esodike in that scene. So yeah, that scene was one of the bad scenes that I could ever imagine. Another thing that I did not like, this one was the scene that is almost going viral for this movie, where the fair girl wanted to slap Bambam. She kind of held her hand. That scene was not put together for me. Everybody is just ganking on that scene, but I'm like, no, I'm not gagging on that scene at all. You are already preparing that the person is coming to slap you, so your hands were up there for you to hold or restrain her from slapping you, and that was not the scene that I was in love with at all. But in all, it's an interesting story. You need to look up to it. Another thing that I love is Bambam's brother. He's a tailor, or should I say fashion designer. Omoni Oboli show fashion designer as a shop and everything like that. So that was really cool. That brings to the point by saying that I love the location of this movie. So in all, I'm going to give this movie a 4/10. If you haven't watched it, please do well to watch Season with Love on Omoni Oboli TV. Thank you guys so much for watching this quick review. I'll see you all in my next movie review.